Hi guys, welcome to Juvs Reviews. My name is Ralph. I watched a show which I wasn't really anticipating, but it was like, oh, it was on TV, and I go, okay, I'll catch it. And it was this.
The Little Mermaid live.
So when I heard that they wanted to do this, is okay, alright, then, but I'm not really excited. I mean, I love the original Little Mermaid, the Disney movie. Yes, that one is a real classic. I think that's my sister's most favorite animated film. I'm not sure, but she loves it a lot. And yeah, I love it too. I mean, it's a real classic. I can just pop it anytime I want and just have a good time with it. Alright, so let's just say I have some positive feedback and negative comments, because I was okay. Alright, I'm really sorry that I have to say this, because it's really how I felt watching this. Alright, so first the positive. The girl who portrayed Ariel, which is Moana. And I can't pronounce her name right, so I'm just gonna keep calling her Moana. Alright, so Moana did a good job. You can see how the way she sang is kind of different from the way Jodie Benson did it, but she did her part well. I saw her that she has the personality of, how Ariel is, so I bought her as that. Also, the supporting cast, when I saw that Queen Latifah was gonna do Ursula, yes, that's a good choice, guys. I know that Queen Latifah can really sing good. I mean, from watching her in Hairspray, she did a really great job with that. And I was surprised that Shaggy was here. The guy who brought us the classics. His voice fits for Sebastian the Crab. Then the guy who portrayed Prince Eric, he did good too. He has a good voice. And the production value of this is really good. I'm a sucker for theater plays. I love theater plays. I mean, I don't get to see a lot of theater plays, but when I do, I enjoy all their productions, because I've been to a college where we had to do our own theater plays, and I saw the effort of how much commitment and time to do all these props, all these sets, all these costumes, just to have a one night of presentation. And that's a lot of effort. That's why I have a great respect for theater plays. So here we go. Oh, please don't hate me. I really just want to say what I feel about this. So the negative part of this is, because they decided to make this live version of Little Mermaid into part live musical and part animated. Animated meaning they want to show parts of the movie during the live performance. It's gonna be like the story guide interconnected with the live performances. But the thing is, they showed more of the animated parts more than the live musical, which for me, that's not really the best decision. I mean, it's good that they decided to use the animated movie as a reference, but it shouldn't be the main focus of the whole thing. I mean, it actually became the main focus because there's more of the animated film in the musical rather than the actual musical itself. The animated film will consume like 5 to 10 minutes of the runtime of the whole thing, and the musical will only happen when there's an actual singing number. That shouldn't be it. That's why I couldn't really get on board with that. The first scene in the musical, after the big boat scene with Prince Eric and his guys, the scene where Sebastian is about to conduct his orchestra. The running time of that part is actually okay, and then it transitions next to where he's conducting the musical. But then when I noticed in the next scene, the first time we see Ariel, and it goes all the way until the very next song, and the very next song occurs in the movie like another 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I don't know, but we had to wait for like 5 to 10 minutes for us to get to another musical scene in the live show. Whoa. By the time it kept going on, I knew that it was gonna be the same thing over and over. It's like, okay, they really just made it with the live musical doing the musical numbers. The animated film had to handle the story. The animated film is great. It's a classic. And I can pop it anytime I want to watch it. You don't need to use it in your live show. I mean, you can use little bits of it as a reference if you need to transition it to the next story. It's good for reference. I actually like that idea, but don't use it for like majority of the whole thing. I mean, from what I saw last night, it was 70% the animated film and then 30% the live musical. It's like in most video games at our time right now, where there's actually more cutscenes than there are more time when you're actually playing the game. The cutscenes will take up to 10 to 20 minutes, and then when you actually have to play the game, it'll only take like 5 to 10 minutes. My mom kept telling me that, oh, maybe they didn't have the budget, or maybe they had a reason for why they couldn't make the actual story on stage or something, like maybe because different locations, hard set, something. But for me, that doesn't work, because for me, I don't buy that, because they were able to make a lot of things work here. Like If you see Ariel swimming, they did a good job at doing that. Like, they put a harness on Moana, and then they had to like swim across the auditorium or whatever that is, and then they were able to make like effects. There's a lot of things they can do, and that's why I couldn't get why they just couldn't do parts of the story into the actual live musical. Years ago, I was able to watch The Little Mermaid live on ice, and they did a great production on that. They actually did the whole story while ice skating. You cannot tell me that the actual live musical does not have a budget to do all this big budget sets, all this stuff they can do. You cannot tell me that they can't afford to do something like that, because I know they can. I don't want to keep talking about negative here, because I actually don't like talking about negative stuff. It's pretty much how I felt watching the live musical. But anyway, this musical, as I said, the positives were all the performances were great. They really were. The sets were great. The design of the whole thing. It was great seeing Jodie Benson there. My score for this is still pass though, but you know. Thank you guys for watching my reviews. I love you guys so much. Look forward to more and more, and God bless you.